Virgo, this is going to be a love and relationship reading now for your sign, and we're going to just jump right into these messages that are coming through for Virgo in a quick 15-minute reading focused on love and relationships. Let's see what's coming through for your sign. Okay. Why don't I lay these out? The Empress is a really beautiful energy to have as our first card. So the Empress coming through with Justice. You could be dealing with the Libra, the Moon card in reverse. Three major arcana so far. Three of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, Death card, another major arcana, the Chariot, another. Wow. Okay, so in reverse we have the Eight of Wands, and then finally we're ending our reading for now with the Ace of Swords. I'm going to pull more to clarify. Let's see what this is all about. What is this all about? We do have your beautiful energy at the bottom of the deck too, the Knight of Coins, which is mutable earth, aka Virgo. So you're sure about what you want in terms of love and relationships at this moment, and I actually do think you see many opportunities for yourself or the person that you're with in terms of creation, in terms of expansion with your person. You're more than willing to go to the distance with the person that you're with right now. So basically the universe is responding to you in terms of love at the moment, Virgo, and that is what's happening here. Empress and Justice. If you're dealing with a Libra or a Taurus at this time, Virgo, they seem to be a real blessing in your life, and you feel like this is totally in alignment. But there is something that's happening in alignment for you in terms of love and relationship. The Empress is when we have finally realized what we are worth, when we have realized the standards that we hold for ourselves and the kind of love that we are bringing in, or the relationship we're in. We have set high standards, and we have started to realize that when we do that, we get what we want, like we get what we deserve, and we don't settle, and beautiful expansion, and the person you're with makes you feel so beautiful and makes you feel so good about yourself, and that's definitely a feeling I think worth waiting for you, Virgo, and that's how it has manifested for you. Now, that came from a couple of bigger things, because these are big deals, these major arcana cards like this, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them out of 11 cards so far. It's a pretty big deal. So this was all generated, this beauty that you're seeing, and expansion and growth and happiness in your current relationship, Virgo, came from a couple of things. Death card and the Moon in reverse. Two big challenges that your soul faced at this time, and this period of time for your relationship. You put an end to these fears. Okay, so Death card is about endings and surrender, and so is the Moon card is about surrender. But in reverse, we had built up a lot of fears and anxieties about the future of our relationship, or the future of love in our lives in general. The Moon card in reverse. So there had been a lot of insecurity and just general unknown about some aspect of the future of your relationship that you're currently in, or if you're single, Virgo, like, where does love fit into my life? Like, why am I not able to access that so freely? You put an end to those thoughts. Now they're still there, they're still lingering, because this is a major arcana. It may take some time to work through those fears and insecurities, but the Death card, it's really nice, you know? It's saying, like, put an end to those fears, transition and transform through them. And then I feel like this little rose emblem coming through is like a sign of romance, a sign of bloom and rebirth after we kill off this feeling of not worthiness, not being valued, and that's not us, Virgo. The Empress in the middle of this reading is telling me you are so sure about your value and your worth in terms of love, but there is some sort of a fear that you can't explain, and it just seems, we'll clear it up, but it's like that has to be put to an end, basically. Something didn't work out. We had Three of Wands. Could have been a really expansive and exciting and adventurous kind of romance or fling, or an aspect of your current relationship, Virgo, where it was really exciting, and you felt like you were about to embark on this new exciting adventure together, but something didn't work out and there was a block. And this could have been something that wasn't from your most recent relationship or was buried a bit deeper in the past of a former relationship, or if you're in a relationship now, Virgo, something that doesn't really get talked about very often anymore, but you always remember it as some sort of a setback in the relationship. Queen of Swords. You have put up kind of a front though now at this time, and only when you're letting down these walls that you may have built in the past. Queen of Swords and Justice card is like about kind of a person that has been scorned before, or felt like, you know, kind of a person that has been hurt basically, and you put up some walls there. That could have been the Moon card in reverse, like part of the sort of unknown, like why is this not happening for me? Well, if you have boundaries in place like that, you know, that might be harder for love to penetrate. Let's see, let's keep going. Queen of Cups is a much more receptive energy we're walking into, because we're leaving the Queen of Swords in the past and we're stepping into Queen of Cups energy. Both beautiful, valid energies to have within, but if we're looking for love at this time, it is going to be more beneficial to be embodying Queen of Cups rather than Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups is more open, receptive, and willing to allow love flow to them. It really comes though from a deep place of self-love first. So Empress and Queen of Cups, self-love is going to really be the key to a successful, loving relationship, okay? And that's what we're stepping into. We'll clear it up some more. The Chariot is telling me that you're ready to take your relationship to the next level if you're in one. B, your person is highly motivated and doing really well in life and inspiring you. Or C, the person that you're dealing with, if you can't feel like there is some sort of a separation between you two, it seems to be because they are extremely ambitious at the moment and kind of in the mode of taking things up a notch in their own life. Together though, as a couple, if you guys are together and working well, it really seems like the energy is there, or the level up period in terms of your relationship journey right now is upon us, and you are ready to take something now to the next level. Whatever you hadn't been clear about, whatever had been kind of like unknown, uncertain, or scary or fearful around yourself, the perception you have of yourself, the perception you have of where love fits into your life, or how you feel in your current relationship if you're in one, like you're like, oh, I'm not seeing myself clearly, everything else, and maybe you feel like everybody else, the Chariot, is charging ahead, leaps and bounds ahead of you in terms of this aspect of life. Maybe people are getting engaged, settling down, having kids, and you're like, what about me? Or what about us? Why are we not there yet? Okay, and that's what comes then by the end of this reading is an Ace of Swords, which is like razor sharp clarity and a change in perspective as to why this might have been an issue for you, or why you even care so much. Eight of Wands in reverse. Right, so Eight of Wands upright is pure synchronization, and we meet the right person in the right time, in the right place, romantically or otherwise. But when it reverses, you fear that you're never going to meet the right person in the right time. You just fear like it's never going to line up for you. Well, what do you think that fear will create? Of course it will create a block, right? Because basically everything is operating on a frequency, and so we just have to switch our frequency to this Queen of Cups. I'm ready to receive the love. I love myself so much. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm uber lovable. I'm perfect. Then there won't be a block in that, okay? So that frequency will kind of match up. Okay, I want to just I'm going to pull out your energy, the mutable earth here. One general message for the collective Virgo in terms of love. And then we'll start clearing up these cards to go deeper and figure out what's what. They wanted me to take something from the end of these cards. The Star. All right, you're open to love right now, which is the main thing, Virgo. You're extremely receptive to love. And whether you're looking for love or in a relationship now, this is going to be beautiful energy to be embodying. You've worked on yourself is what I'm seeing with this. So this is you, Virgo. You've done the work on yourself, and now you're thriving, and it's been seen by other people. And you're healing yourself. You're tending to things that you couldn't tend to when life was more chaotic, or say you were in a relationship or you were entangled with someone that was taking a lot of your energy and it was very distracting actually. It mightn't have even been the healthiest, but after that ended, you were really able to start tending yourself again. And whether you're single or taken, Virgo, the way you are looking at love now again is very optimistic, and it's almost like childlike and sweet and sincere and innocent. You have a real innocence about you at the moment, Virgo, in terms of love. Maybe some of you are actually with Page of Cups at the bottom of your deck, like a childhood sweetheart or somebody you feel is just your sweetheart. Okay, I love that. I'm going to put that back in. I'm going to even put Knight of Coins back in, see if they come through again, but if not, let's move on. Let's move on. I don't fully know what the Queen of Swords is trying to tell me right now, so let me clear it up. This is an energy that Virgo is leaving behind in terms of love, so what may that be? Feelings of being guarded, maybe, Virgo, of being cynical, of being paranoid or mistrustful, of thinking that I will just get hurt again the same way as I was before. Maybe that's something we are leaving behind. Let's see. And we are leaving behind the Six of Cups. So there was maybe, for some, there was a boundary that needed to be put in place, and we put our sword up as a boundary. And if you look closely at this card, it's a card, we see some children here. Oftentimes the Six of Cups is happy memories from the past, but maybe we need to let go of the past. It is something that we're leaving in this energy, and oftentimes the Queen of Swords represents what we need to cut out or what we need to place a boundary there around. And it could be like this kind of like romanticizing the past or being too caught up with a person from the past that isn't really going to feature in your future. Let that go, maybe, Virgo, so we can step into something else. If you're with somebody, Virgo, let go of past. Three of Wands in reverse, past setbacks. You guys are still going and growing and evolving together. This didn't knock you, it set you back, but it didn't stop you guys from being together or anything like that. So maybe you just need to let go of the past. Also, for some Virgos, there's a need to let go of this feeling of I was right about the past. What happened in the past, I was right about that. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who was right, who was wrong. All it really matters is how you are learning from it as an individual. Forget them. You're not responsible for them, and how you're growing from it, because guarantee there was two people involved in the right-wrong situation. Okay, I get it. All right, now let's clear up these two middle cards, the Empress and the Justice card, which is talks to me totally about deserving, getting what you deserve, getting what is owed to you, getting what should be yours, getting what's written for you, getting what's destined for you in terms of love. But you're setting the standard with the Empress. You are putting the bar high, and the universe, like frequency, will respond to your high standards with something that is worthy. So let's see, Empress and Justice, what do we need to know about this? But I feel like you feel very ready for love right now, or if you're with somebody, Virgo, you feel ready for their love to just swallow you whole. It's very romantic. And the Four of Pentacles, Four of Coins in this deck, and the King of Coins. Yeah, this is a very stable relationship that you're in right now. This is totally rock solid, I'm gonna say. Actually, they're very committed to you. You're very committed to them. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you're actually 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, building massively for a future together that involves everything. Children, if you like them, property, if you like that, moving here and there, adventure, building something long-term, but I'm seeing commitment and stability. If that's not what is speaking to you, Virgo, and you're single right now, this is what you're getting what you deserve. And it seems to be somebody with a really solid head on their shoulder, practical, grounded provider, somebody is mature, who's done all the messing around. We don't want that. We want something stable. You're looking for something concrete. You're not looking for a fling at this time. Let me pull a card now. I'm going to pull 3 cards to close the reading with a short message for each of my major arcana cards. So I'm looking at the Moon in reverse, I'm looking at Death card, and I'm looking at the Chariot. Thank you for watching, Virgo. I'll be wrapping up this video now after these cards come through. So the fear you need to let go of, Five of Pentacles with Moon reverse, is a feeling of fear of abandonment. I'm not good enough. With Death card, okay, so with Death card we have Eight of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo. Continuing to work on yourself and surrendering ideas of what it should have been. Chariot, Knight of Wands. Your person is busy and focusing on their hustle, maybe focusing on your future together. But all in all, if you feel like you're not getting their full attention, it's because they're so passionate and excited and motivated towards something else. But by the looks of things, it's going to include you in the future, Virgo. Thank you for watching.